Damn, ladies and gentlemen, what an absolutely crazy last few hours we've had in the market. Bitcoin, Ethereum, a bunch of other altcoins have been absolutely dumping. So in this video, I want to run through some technical analysis and kind of talk about what I see happening, both short term and long term. So guys, don't forget to stay up to date with the channel. We'll be doing critical TA all throughout this bull run, and I still believe we're in a bull run, and I think that's very important to say and to further explain. Guys, I am a long-term investor. I believe we are in the beginning stages of a brand new bull cycle that will peak out around the end of 2021. So as a long-term investor, such a shakeout like this, such a downtrend, what was this? Like a 20% drop? What do we have here? Let's exactly measure. Hold on here, give me one sec. My point is, this kind of drop does not change anything. 27%, yeah, 30%, nearly 30% drop, and we may even drop a little bit further. Possibly, we will delve into that. But my point is, this does not change anything long term. In fact, this was to be expected. The fact that we've been running up almost in a straight line, it was just a matter of time before we corrected. And in fact, in my opinion, having a correction like this is a healthy thing. Going straight up forever is impossible and unhealthy for the market, because something like that is not sustainable. Now, going now a bull cycle where we go up and have corrections and consolidation periods, and then go up, corrections, consolidation periods, that's the kind of market that's more healthy and more sustainable. So I just want to get the point across that this hasn't changed anything for me long term. In fact, I've been buying the dip. I've been buying this dip on Ethereum all throughout these levels here, because I'm a long-term investor. And again, we're going to run through spectral analysis. I'll talk about what I see happening both in short-term and long-term. But I just want to get the point across that I think we're in the beginning stages of a new bull run. A bit of a correction doesn't change anything long-term, in my opinion. So and again, I've been buying this dip. Now, we may potentially correct further. That's definitely a possibility. But just be aware that that is my thoughts. You know, I'm not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do. But I do think we're in the beginning stage of a bull run that's likely to end around the end of 2021. And so, if you're in solid projects such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, in my opinion, it doesn't make any sense for myself to be shaken out. Now, you understand what's best for yourself. But I just want to say that. Now, with that being said, I want to run through some technical analysis. Okay, let's start off by saying we were kind of like in this pitchfork downtrending. So actually, we could start off better here. So Bitcoin was hovering around like the $40,000 range. We were in this pitchfork, chugging along here, and then we broke down from here, went back up, got rejected off these highs, then started to break down. So I drew another pitchfork here, and we even broke down further from that pitchfork. So what I'm trying to get across is I do expect us to have a bit of a movement upwards here. If we look at market today for the momentum waves, VWAP, money flow seems to want to have a little bit of a leg up here on the hourly. Same with the MACD, same with the RSI, same with the stochastic. Stochastic kind of wants to go down some more, but a little bit of a more of a leg up kind of makes sense based off the hourly indicators. But I do expect us to find at least temporary resistance at around the 34,000, low 34s for a few reasons. The pitchfork, as we can see here with the VPR, a lot of volume being traded at the low 34,000 region, and as well the which retracement level is this? I should know this off by heart, but the 236 level is also right around the 34, low 34s, as well as this peak right here. So a bit of a little move upward in the short term kind of makes sense. I do expect us to find some kind of rejection. Now, I want to discuss what I find as critical, what I think as critical support levels for Bitcoin. I think the 30,000, just below, like the 29,500 to the 30,000, is going to act as critical support for Bitcoin. We have the fib retracement level there. We can see price bottomed out around there before. We have the 100 EMA on the 6 hour hovering at around that region. So I think the 30,000 to high 29,000 will act as at least temporary support as well. This area here, 28,000, like the mid 28,000s to the high 25,000s, I think is going to act as support. We have a lot of volume here, a lot of sideways price action here, a fib retracement level there, and the 200 EMA on the 6 hour is right at the 26 low 26,000 mark. So again, I think there's a lot of support from mid 28,000 to $26,000 basically. Now, if that doesn't hold further, I think the 24,000 to the 22,000 will also act as critical support. We have a lot of sideways price action there, a lot of volume throughout this area, and the 618 fib retracement level is right at the 22,000. So, in my opinion, kind of worst case scenario, I think we could possibly retrace back to the 22,000 in time. I think that's definitely a possibility, although less likely. I think finding at the very least temporary support at around the 30,000 is the most likely scenario from what I can gather for now, in my opinion. Okay, so those are kind of the critical support levels that I have here. Lots of volume, fib retracement levels, and EMAs all throughout these regions I've highlighted as well. Interestingly, we are finding support on the 100 EMA on the 6 hour. So if we can continue to find support at this level, again, very good news to see. I think also the 32,000 is also going to act as support. We can see over here that price kind of reacted off the $32,000 level. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, so kind of like the 32 makes sense here. So, guys, that's what I'm kind of looking out for in terms of Bitcoin. I think we might have a little bit of movement up here, get rejected. The interesting thing is, if we zoom in to the near term, okay. Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts, guys. I don't think there's any much more to add, except we could see continued consolidation / downtrend in the next few days, next few weeks. I don't think that changes anything long term for cryptocurrency. I still think Bitcoin and Ethereum. I still think Bitcoin has a good chance of entering the hundreds of thousands, and Ethereum entering the tens of thousands of dollars long term around the end of 2021. I still think that is a strong possibility. I also think that pullbacks are very healthy, and in what you kind of want to see in a bull market. To be honest, you don't want something that just goes up in a straight line forever, because that's not sustainable. You want, although it does hurt and suck in the short term, because believe me, I've been accumulating Bitcoin, Ethereum at higher levels as well. Not a lot, but I have been accumulating some. And having that go down does indeed suck in the short term, but in the long term, I think pullbacks are healthy, makes the market more sustainable long term, and I don't think a pullback such as this changes anything really long term. So those are my thoughts with Bitcoin. Again, on the hourly, we're seeing signs that we could potentially have a little bit of movement upward, with our indicators showing that we kind of have a little bit of room to go up in the short term. Now, moving on to Ethereum here. Ethereum kind of in a similar story. We were in a pitchfork. Okay, we broke down from that pitchfork, started dumping. Interestingly, with Ethereum, we reached the 618 fib retracement level. If we assume the breakout point was here at around like the low 700s. Okay, we're finding support at the 100 EMA here on the 6 hour. I've drawn two important areas that I think will act as critical support. Kind of the 900 to 880 range, I think, could act as support. Again, we had price action react to these levels. Also, our 100 EMA on the 6 hours right there. So that's why I think that area will act as support. Now, if we break down from that, our 200 EMA on the 6 hour is right at the high $700 level. So I think the 760 to the kind of 710 will act as critical support if we cannot maintain above these levels, because a lot of sideways price action there, a lot of volume. Again, our 200 EMA there on the 6 hour. So guys, again, breaking down further and consolidating further the next few days and weeks here is definitely a possibility. Or it's also a possibility that these dips could be bought up quick. Again, there's a flood of institutional investors. Four institutional players alone are buying vastly more Bitcoin than is being produced. So, and that's not to mention all the retail traders, all the retail investors getting in. It's, in my opinion, I think it's just a matter of time before every bank, major corporation, investment fund, individual rich person in country needs to get their hands on Bitcoin. I think it's a matter of time before they start moving into the altcoins. I think Ethereum is the next most likely altcoin that institutional players get involved with. Ethereum 2.0 is being rolled out, aims to make Ethereum more scalable, cheaper to use, faster, and locks up a bunch of the supply for extended periods of time. Guys, I am a long-term bull. This pullback sucks. Yes, it does. Okay, I bought this dip. There's even a chance that we could consolidate and pull back further in the next few days and weeks. I do not think anything has changed long term. My strategy and what I've been talking about on this channel for a while has been buying solid projects and holding for the long term. Solid projects such as Ethereum, for example. Now, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. But I do think, accumulating solid projects and holding for the long term is a very solid trading strategy that ought to be considered, ought to be given consideration. That's why I keep hyping about it. That's why I keep talking about it all the time. So let's see if we can zoom in a bit more here and kind of talk about what I see happening. Ethereum, in my opinion, is kind of showing a bit more signs of life than Bitcoin, just by the fact, let's zoom in a bit more here, that we kind of broke out of this descending channel, and made we're making higher highs, higher lows as well. Again, we have a bunch of resistance above us, a bunch of EMAs, but I mean, looking at the hourly chart of Ethereum here, look at the momentum. Waves want to go up, the MACD wants to go up, stochastic wants to go up, RSI wants to go up on the hourly. So again, I think we're going to see a little bit of a move upwards here in the short term. I don't really know if we're done consolidating or not. It's really all up to Bitcoin. And again, we'll just have to see how this plays out. I really think this is going to be one of those things where we look back a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, and we're going to be saying, God, I wish I could have bought that dip. Because nothing fundamentally long-term has changed, in my opinion. And again, guys, I'm not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. My hope in making these videos is that you take what I say and do your own research and grow and learn further. Hopefully, you can take some of the things I look at and start to do more research and introduce that into your strategy and your investing plan, all that good stuff. Another thing we need to keep our eye out for, guys, is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance definitely affects the markets here. As we can see, Bitcoin dominance is kind of in a descending triangle here, and I think we're likely to have a breakout within the next 2 days here. A big move with Bitcoin dominance within the next 2 days. We can clearly see how Bitcoin finds support at the 68 level and kind of gets rejected off the low 70s. So I would expect a move with Bitcoin dominance in the near future here as well. The DXY, the dollar index, had a move up, which whenever the dollar moves up, other currencies, including crypto, typically suffer. Although it's a very tiny move, it's not really doing a whole lot. It kind of makes sense that we'd want to get rejected, somewhat soon here. Yeah, look. I mean, we're holding above 100 EMA, so we'll see, guys. We'll see. Point being, these are some of the support levels I see. Okay, we may indeed consolidate further the next few days and weeks. We could correct further as well. In the short term, I think it makes sense Bitcoin and Ethereum want to have a little bit of a move up. Ultimately, we need to see how this plays out. Ethereum is looking like it might be hitting a potential bottom more than Bitcoin. We really need to see more price action. I'm not ready to call a bottom yet. I really need to see more of a pattern, more price action to kind of understand where a potential bottom could be. If anything interesting happens with these cryptos, we will definitely be talking about it in our Discord group. Link to join that will be down in the description below. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, did I miss anything? No, that should be it. All right, y'all guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. We will be breaking down all these cryptocurrencies all throughout this bull run, because in my opinion, although this down movement sucks, we are in a bull run. I am a long-term investor. I believe investing for the long term is the best strategy. I hope you guys have learned a little bit from this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. That's it from now, y'all. Take care.